1st of June is Father's Day, so I'm just reminding some of you who have forgotten. You'll thank me later. If you have a special dad in your life, why not celebrate them? Our next guest has just become a father, and by just, I mean 11 months ago. He's a little bundle of joy, a young boy. Perhaps it's too early for him to expect a Father's Day gift from his little one, but is it? A very good morning to you, Thapelo Mokoena, actor, producer, and all-round media guy. Are you going to be expecting anything from your little one?
I hope so. I don't think it's ever too early. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. It's my first Father's Day.
So mom will have to be the one to get something on behalf of the little one, though.
Yeah.
I mean, or make a card with like fingerprints or something like that.
Yeah, I think the family should get involved and put something together for the new dad.
Look at you, no pressure. You're like, do something for me. Do something for me. Honor me on Father's Day.
Do something.
Are you soaping on the rope, socks, tie? What kind of Father's Day gift would you like to get?
I don't actually know, because this is a new journey for me. I think anything, man, would make it special. But I think, obviously, my son is the biggest Father's Day gift. I'm enjoying him. He's growing. He's developing personality. I'm discovering new things about myself as well as a man, as a young father, young man. So, it doesn't really matter. I think as long as I can spend time with him, I get busy. So as long as I can be at home. Yeah,
that's actually what I wanted to find out from you, because you can get very busy. There are a lot of projects that you work on simultaneously. Yeah. How do you find the time and the balance to be daddy and also be this go-getter?
It's hard, it's not easy, but one thing I've just sort of promised myself is that I will put him first. So when I get work now, I get a project, I make sure that it revolves around my time with him. And I'm blessed, I suppose, to get into contracts that allow me to travel with my family. I keep them around as much as possible. At times it's much, but it has to be done. I don't want to be that father that's constantly putting work as the excuse. There's so many ways we can be with our little ones.
So is that one of the challenges with about being a father, the time component and the business?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And it's a challenge that we have to overcome somehow, because they need our time. They need to feel us, they need to see us, and they need to know that that's dad and that's mom if you're in that kind of environment. You
have a particular way of doing things, and I heard you talk about this once, that you don't allow your little one to watch television at all. You make him read a lot.
We read for him. Yeah? But it's changed, I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
It's changed because he's grown now.
Yes. So he's discovered television.
He's discovered television. There's a bit of cartoon time. Yeah. And I've sort of gone out of my way to get specific toys or specific content. We do a lot of audiobooks, so I play a lot of kiddies audiobooks for him at home. I try to not make TV the one distraction or the one form of escapism for him, because they get caught up and they get glued onto the television set, and I don't think it's good.
And of course, because dad's on TV and dad's on movies as well, so that would have been very difficult to maintain.
Unless dad's on TV,
And when I heard that, I said to myself, he's a first-time dad. It's the first time. Don't worry, when there are 2 or 3 of them, you
need the TV.
You're not as harsh, but I do understand where you're coming from, because it is very important to maintain that balance.
Absolutely.
But I want to speak to you now about your relationship with your father. Yeah. He is quite a man of great stature. Yeah. He's a man who's achieved quite a lot in his own capacity. You've always said you wanted to be your own person and not be under the shadow of your father. Yeah. Is that what you want for your son as well? Would you want him to follow suit and do acting or be in the media industry? What do you want for him?
Very interesting question. It's tricky, because mom and dad are somehow in the arts, in the arts industries, and I feel like in some way that he will somehow fall into that path. But I just want him to be a happy kid, to be an adventurer, to be an explorer, to be exposed to more than just what an average kid is exposed to. I don't necessarily want him to follow my path. I certainly believe in people chasing their own dreams, running their own lanes. And I think I want that for my son. I want him to be his own person. I don't know about the TV thing,
Is that you there?
I don't know who that guy is.
Who is this guy?
That's
Who's this guy?
That's me on Strictly Come Dancing.
Are you seeing your son in a few years' time doing that? But you've got the moves too, hey? So if this acting thing and producing thing doesn't work out, hi man. There's a bright future there. In Pansula dance.
Look
at you.
Look, I don't know about my son doing what I do. You know, I know the challenges of being an artist in our country. But you know, if that falls into place for him, then I'll definitely be a good support structure for him because I've been through it and I'm going through it.
What advice do you have to would-be dads? I mean, many societies struggle with fatherlessness when a guy breaks up with the girl and there's a child involved. There's an automatic divorcing of the child as well sometimes, unfortunately. What sort of word of advice do you have for guys who find themselves in a situation, I've got a child, I'm not married to the mom, or the relationship is not working out, or what have you, but I need to now step up? What would you say?
I'm not an expert, but I can, from what I'm experiencing, I can tell you that it's better off to raise children with a mother and a father under one roof. You know, it's not always the situation that pans out, or it's not the case for everybody, but the ideal situation is a child experiencing mother and experiencing father as an influencer on a daily basis, if that's possible. And I can see the value it's adding to my son's life. I can feel when it's my time and it's my space, and it's his mom's space. So it's important to be present. You know, there's nothing that beats presence and showing up. And you know, all money and all toys and all sorts of things glamorous will not fix the problem.
It doesn't.
We need to show up,
yeah.
Especially young fathers. We need to sort of change the pattern for the history of fatherhood in this country, you know, and be great.
You by far are probably like the coolest dad I know. Like, you know, rocking the beanie and the swag and all of that. So he's gonna have a fun time playing with you. Thank you so much for joining us. Thapelo Mokoena, actor, producer. The list is endless. You saw dancer as well. Some part-time dancer there in the background. But we'll leave it there at least for now. Stay with us more after the short ad break.